State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to get us going. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The game moves the ball to a 34. And the Huskers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and pinning the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quick throw to the right, looking for the first down. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Huskers will line up to boot it away. And the offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. First down here for this offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loses 3. Second down coming up.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Oh, and he fumbles. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, handoff inside. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. Going to move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana.
Got space looking for the end zone here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him right at the 24.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He hands it off from the gun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. The Cornhuskers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Looking to throw it from the red zone. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will have to settle for 3? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Cornhuskers will look to convert here on 4th down. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
And the Huskers looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. Extra point try coming now. And it's good.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to hit this low.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your Cfb25 will take over. First and 10.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 3. Brings up third down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he fires the football to the right side. The ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath it. Sounds simple, but it's not. You come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
The Huskers are in the red zone. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And now the running back's got it again. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down mark.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
A running play called on fourth down. The Cornhuskers looking to keep this drive rolling.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, you get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
The Cornhuskers have first and 10 here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7. They're going to run the option. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they'll give it to the back. Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Third down after that running play. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. here on third down. Taking a shot here. Makes the catch downfield. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. Looking to chuck it again. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback escapes the pocket. They pressure him and sack him. They'll be tackled inside the 10.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, this defensive unit has certainly picked a great time to make a stand with back-to-back sacks, starting with that first and goal play. Curious to see if the defense revs up its engine and tries to apply some pressure here on third down.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State. And will set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
A tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. And the Huskers will bring their punt team onto the field. When he comes for his second punt of the game. Not the way he wanted to kick it. And the fair catch is made. Always tricky to field punts in this kind of rain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it off to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And He'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a quick grab. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Loss of 1 on the play. Brings up third down.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And Nittany Lions will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. 4th down. He's throwing for it. The pass rush closing in. He's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
The shotgun handoff here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The Cornhuskers come to the line in a hurry-up. The shotgun running play call. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Try and muscle for the first down. Defense stops him right at the line there. Well, no No surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Got to make it 3 for 3 here. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, in a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He'll hand it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on 3rd down. Ball handed off. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Cornhuskers will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the fourth quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment.
Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? And the defense jumps on the football. So the offense calls it. It's their first of the half.
Boy, when you're running your quote-unquote 4-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Third down coming up.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Trying to create here on the move. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense really clicking here. On first and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Hit just as he throws the ball. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Back to throw again. Catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on third and short. Can he get there on the ground? Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And the Huskers pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Man, Chris, this throw does give them the lead. And what's great is when you can really evaluate a quarterback is when the chips are on the table. Really, it's crunch time. You got to make good decisions, and you got to throw the ball accurately. He does both of those things here, and it gives them a lead here late in this game.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession is settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. That game moves the ball out near the 25.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Third down play here out of the shotgun. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Right down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. And it's complete downfield. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. And the Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes a quick catch. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that completion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Off target and incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Let's offensive fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
On third down, he drops to throw. Snags the quick throw. Got a lane. Can he get in? And they finally tackle him down at the one. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Defense calls their third and final timeout of the half now. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
And the defense will take time out to stop the clock. 20 seconds remaining. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And the quarterback just sneaks it. And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play.
I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the defense calls time to stop the clock with just 16 seconds left.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
This will be down just on the other side of midfield. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.